Happy Thursday, everyone. Happy Thursday. Welcome to Susie Say That. Today's topic is, do you ask the question about you? Let's set in that for a moment. Do you ask questions about you? Do you ask your job questions about you? Do you ask your family, friends about you? Do you ask your job if they tell you to go do someone else's job? Do you ask them the description? Do you ask them, is that extra pay? Do you do that? Because that's about you. That's about taking care of you. You deserve to ask questions about you. You should. Healthy people, wise people, ask questions about them. Ask God questions all the time. I know religious say you shouldn't ask God no question now because he know everything. He does, but he don't have an issue with me, his beloved daughter, asking him questions about me. There's a scripture that says it. It says, come, let us reason together. God said, I ain't going to be upset with you, Susie, that you asking me about you or asking me all these questions. He said, come, let's talk about it. See, when he asked Job, where were you? When Job started asking him questions, he asked Job, where was you when I did this and I did that and the other? So God doesn't have an issue when we ask him questions, okay? He don't have a problem with it. He's not like us. His thoughts, his ways, none of that. God is, he don't think about that kind of stuff like we do. We can ask God whatever we need to ask God about us. Do you ask the questions about you? You can ask family and friends, healthy family and friends. I shouldn't say all family and friends now. Healthy family and friends. You can ask about you. You can ask when people have said things and people have done things. You can ask about you. If your name is involved in something, you can ask family and friends about it. If they get mad, that's them. They ain't got anything to do with you. You should be able to ask anyone that tagged the LOVE, the love word, to your relationship. You should be able to ask them about you. When it comes to your character, when it comes to maybe people said and done things, you should be able to ask. See, I used to be a stuffer. And I used to stuff things. And I wouldn't ask people if I heard something, I just stuff it and I just hold on to it. Go on those days. Now if something comes up again and someone asks me something, then I'll definitely ask about it. And guess what? I don't owe you no explanation about who said it. I'm just asking you. Did the person say it? Is it a possibility that they said it? Can you ask them? Did they say it? And especially if I'm not able to ask them because we don't have that relationship, we don't have any of that, then I'm not able to see them and ask them. But if you say you love me and I love you, I should be able to ask you. But if you get all upset and mad and all in your feelings and stuff, then hey, I just should do just like you. We both should just put a question mark on our friendship, our cousinship, our love ship, our friendship, family ship, whatever the ship it is that we're on. Then we need to question it because no one should be upset when someone asks them a question about them. If your name is involved in something, you should be able to ask. Example, my granddaughter, I picked up from school about several weeks ago. She was on her way home and we were in the car and we were talking about asking a question. And I said, oh, I'm so glad we're talking about this topic because a couple of weeks something happened and et cetera and et cetera. And I never told her who because it wasn't her concern. I was just like, and this is what transpired because I asked the question. I said, here we go again, me talking to you about how important it is to ask the question. Did you ask the question? Was your name involved in it? And she says, yes. I said, but did you ask the question? She said, no. I said, but why not? Your name is tagged to it. So why not ask the question? Are you afraid? She says, no. I said, well, why not ask the question? I said, so just sit in it for a minute and think about why you didn't ask the question. She said, I don't know. I said, you said you wasn't afraid. She said, I wasn't. She said, but I just didn't. I said, did you believe it? Your name was in it. So you believe the person said it? She said, first I questioned it. And I said, but I mean, why would you question it? And you never asked them. And she said, I don't know. And I said, okay, but this is the thing. When did you stop believing it? She said, after I started putting two and two together, I was like, that just ain't true. I said, yeah, but you never did ask the person so the person could defend themselves. Why not? Do you care about that person? She says, yes. I said, and do you close with them? She said, yes. I said, so why not ask the question to that person? So maybe you ain't close as you think you are. She said, I never thought about it like that. I said, yeah, because maybe it ain't what you think it is. Because if you're so close with someone, then and something keeps coming up and you get the courage or the nerve or I want to just get rid of this and just ask the person. and the person get upset with you and start just saying all kind of stuff, and they were never defending the person that said it, although knowing that you don't even know what you're talking about, but you just over rattled about it. You just all over the place about it. I said, just like we're talking about you. I tell my granddaughter that. I said, you need to ask the questions about you. Listen here. I tell my granddaughter, you're young. And I love that about you because you're young and you can ask questions about you and get things settled now while you're young. And you won't become an older adult trying to put up boundaries and trying to say, this is what I'm not going to tolerate. My friends, people that love me, don't talk about me. They don't say bad things about me. They don't do that. That's not healthy. Healthy people don't do that, granddaughter. Healthy people, people that love you, do not go behind your back and say bad things about you. They ask the questions. They ask questions. About a year ago, one of my relatives asked me a question, and it was like, so old. I was like, when they brought it to me, they said, did that happen? And I was like, yeah, it did, but I totally forgot about it because it's been like 40 years ago. And it was like, wow. I was like, I totally forgot that happened, but it did. We just laughed about it. But did I say, oh, so tell me who said it? No, I didn't. I've had relatives ask me, Susie, can you tell me what happened with the family? They've asked me. Was they being nosy? No, but my name was involved with stuff. My name was negatively taken in stuff that wasn't true. And they just want to know, Susie, I know your character. So did you do that or did that? No, it's just not true. It's not, it's just a lie. I didn't ask them who said it because I want to talk to the person. I want to tell who said it or because this person going. They never said that because they're wise, first of all. And they care about not starting mess. They just was asking a question. It didn't need to be any further who said it, who did it. They just asked a question. People ask me questions all the time. They know how I feel about questions. They know how I feel about things like that. You can ask me the questions. I'm not going to be upset. I'm not going to be angry. You can ask me because that's where my maturity kicks in. That's where my wisdom kicks in. You can ask me questions concerning me. And some things you don't need to ask me because you're being nosy. Like when it comes to my affairs with my children and my affairs with my job and stuff like that. And you ask me all these questions and stuff because you're just being nosy. You're just being nosy. So I don't have to answer you. I'll let you think what you want to think. But when it comes to my name in a negative way, yes. I was telling my granddaughter that. If someone said you did the most horrible crime, would you defend your name? Would you go find the best attorney to defend you because you know you didn't do that? Yes. I know that's a stretching it, but I'm just giving you an example that that's your name. You have a right to defend your name in a peaceful manner. Yes, vengeance belongs to the Lord. Will he take care of things? He always does. But we are people on this earth that can take care of some things ourselves. And that means that if somebody said you did something that you didn't do, and you're dealing with a person that you care about, and you can't bring it to them and ask them about it because they're going to blow up and they want to know all the details, who said it. Listen here. I understand that because I've done it before. Want to know when I was younger, I want to know who said it. It's been a long, long time for me that I don't care who said it. The point is, if my name was involved in it, give me the opportunity to defend myself. You're not going to give me that? And you say you care so much for me? You love me so much? You heard something about me, but you're not going to give me? Who cares who said it? I don't care. But you're not going to even give me that opportunity to defend myself? Come on. Something's wrong with that. You need to know that your name and the way you feel about yourself is important to you. When I was younger, I didn't know I had a choice. I didn't. I didn't realize I was making bad choices and making good choices, but I didn't realize I was doing it. And I had a right to protect my name. To say if I did stuff, thank you, God, you was graceful and merciful to me for the things I shouldn't have did that I did. And for things that I didn't do, I had a right to say I didn't do it. And that person has a right to believe whatever they want to believe about you. But you have a right to say you didn't do it. I was telling my granddaughter that. I said, you have the right to say that ain't true. So why didn't you? And she just looked and we laughed. I said, because you have to learn, even at your age, to ask the questions. Ask the questions, because as soon as something is said or done, they already in you. The question is already there on what you should ask. Ask the question. And who gives a care? If these people become angry, upset, they never talk to you again because you asked them a question about you. Then it goes to show you, maybe it's more about them than it is about you that they got so upset. Because why are they getting upset at you asking about you? I said, understand? And she looked at me and she shook her head. I said, okay. So next time, what do you need to do? Ask the question. Ask the question about you. Ask the question. Just ask. Should I do that? Shouldn't I do that? And get you some wise advice. Sit up under somebody that's older that can teach you something. A lot of you guys out there seeing all kind of stuff, but ain't got no teacher in your life. Ain't got no one to direct you, to tell you when you're wrong, and you run around thinking you're right about everything. You're thinking you're the greatest Christian on the earth. And you don't sit up under no one. No one gives you instructions but the Bible and God when He's talking to you. Wise people that can ask about themselves have wise people in their ears. Wise people. Some of you all need to find some wise people, need to pray about, and ask God to send y'all some wise people so you won't be so upset when people ask the questions about themselves concerning things. Find you some wise people. Who is the wise people that you talk to? When I'm wrong and out of order, I know who to call. I have wise people in my circle. I know who to call. Even when I think I'm right, they'll tell me you're wrong. But everybody can't correct me. And that's going off to another subject that I need to talk about, another topic. But I'm just letting you know that I care so much about myself that I ask the question. If you care about yourself, ask the questions about you. Okay? Till the next time.